Hello everyone, greetings. I'm Vijay Nadraj, a conscious parenting coach. I'm from Hyderabad and I help and guide parents to bond with their children more better and deeply. So for this, the parents need to love and connect with themselves more. And as they understand, bring in self awareness, they'll be able to bond with their children. So, my work and I help and give guidance mostly on connecting with the children. So, today I'm going to talk about, tantrums. And the thing is how we have to understand our children. And I would like to start saying that parenting is a skill, which is something that's not inborn, and we have to learn this skill. And this is I will be explaining this concept through a small example. So, as conscious parenting, the basic definition what we share is that as we nurture and raise our children, we have to nurture and raise ourselves as parents, especially emotionally. Because when something happens with the child, or some behavior issue, or tantrum issue, or not listening to our words, whatever that happens on with the child, we take it so personally, and then when we speak from our anger, the connection gets lost. And once in a while, if this is happening, it's fine. But when this is happening continuously, this is where, like we have to bring in some change. So, for example, a parent taking a child wants to take the child outside to a park or mall, for example, say, and the child is so excited, to go outside and spend time with the parent. And then all of a sudden, the parent gets some other tasks and says to the child that, I'm not able to make it today. And somehow we expect the child to understand our situation. It happens at times, but at times it doesn't happen. The child will immediately start, yelling and shouting, crying. And then immediately the parent also gets emotionally triggered and starts yelling at the child, saying, like, I always take you out. Can't you understand this time? It's just that, the parent loves the child so much, but the connection there, in this incident, it's lost. And the child will be again, saying, will be very angry, and depending on the age, they will be like throwing words at the parent. So, this is something that happens repeatedly as a pattern. And this is where, like when you start learning and implementing conscious parenting concepts, how we can handle this situation is like take a pause and understand that like the child is emotionally dysregulated, whereas I'm also now in a not emotionally stable place. Let me first regulate myself and then respond to the child. So I can take a pause, take some deep breaths, and then regulate myself, and then understand the child's perspective, where the child is disappointed and not able to listen to the parent at this moment. So, once we take a pause and regulate, we can understand the emotional state of the child and see how that can be handled. So, in this manner, with every situation, first we have to understand like how are we triggered? Am I in a calm place to respond, or am I, dysregulated? Because most our dysregulation, the emotional wounds that we have, comes from our own childhood, and that has nothing to do with the child in front of us. And as we learn to separate the child's emotions from our emotions, as because most of the time both are like intertwined and we take it so personally, and most of the emotional bursts happen. So this is a process, and this is how we can slowly learn and grow emotionally. So bringing back the point which I wanted to share in the beginning, parenting is a skill which we have to learn every day, practice with our child every day, and grow ourselves emotionally every day. And there are a lot of practices which I will be sharing regularly. Like these calls will happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this will be very short, where I'll be sharing one concept for about 5 minutes, and that will be followed by a Q&A. So thank you.